I sell access to my holes for a living, and I want to share with you guys a story time about a fucking weird client that has been pushing my boundaries for a little while now, and I want to get into it, okay? I'm going to start with what happened yesterday, and I might do other parts of the backstory. This is going to end up being so fucking long because there's actually a lot to this, but I know you guys love these story times, and it is kind of interesting to see what we experience in this line of work. So yesterday I was flying from Brisbane to Perth, which is where I am now. I've just arrived in Perth last night, okay? And at 6 o'clock in the morning, I received 3 separate texts from this client. For context, this client is not a Perth client and he's not a Brisbane client. He is a Sydney-based client. I have no mention on my website or anywhere that I'm going to be in Sydney at any point, okay? So I have no idea why he's reaching out to me, and he has done this before. Let's get into it. 6 o'clock in the morning. Hi, Lalith. Lalit. It looks like you are having fun. Hope you can recall me. Felt like sharing some feedback about your websites, subject to your consideration. Now, this meant I got 6 dings, because you get 2 dings per text, all at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it woke me up. And so I was in a bad mood when I later went back to sleep and woke up properly 2 hours later. And I said, yes, what exactly is your concern? He takes about an hour to reply, and he sends me this monstrous thing, very long, okay? And English is not his first language, so I'm going to try to correct it so that it makes a little bit more sense while I'm reading it. Sorry, it is not a concern, but feedback from my side. Hope you can categorize for my type of client, so accommodate my type of clients. I don't know if you recall anything from our session, but I very well remember it. After I finished, you were sleeping on me for more than 30 minutes, constantly playing with my lips. I will come back to that because it's not true. It gave me a very smexy feeling, a human touch beyond the high value transaction for which I saw you the very next day. Today morning, I went through your website and it gave me a feeling of too much robotic. So I was too robotic for him in my website. Long story short, if I had not seen you personally and just by seeing your website, it may not tempt me to see you. But the moment I had with you was real and smexy and cozy, and it is keeping me waiting for your next visit to Sydney. This is not negative feedback, but my observations that I felt like sharing. Thanks. So to address what he's saying happened in the booking, this actually is not what happened in the booking. His first booking with me was short notice. It was an hour with filming. So I did make quite a bit of money for the booking, but because it was short notice, I didn't have a tripod or anything, and I instructed him to bring his own if he wanted to film. He did not. He arrived with simply just his phone and tried to film it. And there was multiple times he just put his phone like on a bench and thought that it was going to capture what was going on. I did try to tell him that that wasn't going to be the right angle, but he's a very like assertive man and he thinks he knows what he's doing. Anyway, in that booking, we actually went 15 minutes overtime